Interesting thing about the ATP finals, it's not just Djokovic that struggled there. Same with Rafa Nadal. He always finds a way not to win this event. But I like it where if at least the younger generation is very Medvedev can win the Grand Slams, at least the ATP 1000 to 500, let them try harder to win that one. And I hope neither of these will go to the top guys. Zverev can pick it up, Dominic Thiem can pick it up, whoever, but I just don't want to see anything called Djokovic or Nadal. So Djokovic still has another chance against when he pair up with Zverev. I actually want Zverev to win that game. Let's see the next gen. We know come 2021, they will still be the one vying for the Grand Slam. But for the ATP finals, I would love to see the young generation win. Even when they were fans, they still struggle at these events. But what the pandemic period has shown us is fans are very, very important. Look at football. Many top teams, even in football now, struggle either at home or away. And yet, normally when, especially if a top player in tennis, probably they're looking for maybe one set point or something. You see the way the fans cheer them up, but there's no one to cheer you up now. And everyone have their own special courts. The hard court is not a specialty for Nadal or Djokovic or anyone. So now they are not playing in their preferred courts, and the fans are not there for them, so you would expect them to struggle. Well, they needed to win that match. Remember, after defeating England were out of the question. It was now between them and Denmark. Fine, a draw would have still taken them to the finals, but in football, you never plan to get a draw because you may just concede a goal and that's game over. But what they held up by Thibaut Courtois, the back pass from Charlie to him, and he failed to control the ball well and got in. Then Denmark thought they could get the probably equalizer or something, but Belgium were just too good. They have more than enough talent in that squad. I don't forget, Eden Hazard is still yet to be part of that squad. The finals will be very, very interesting. We have France, Spain, Belgium, and France, Spain, Belgium. I can't remember the other fourth team, and Italy in the final. So beautiful game of war. Italy, since Mancini took charge, they've been playing. Italy that we know always don't get defensively, but attack-wise, they just maybe get 1 or 2 goals. But now they keep it cool. And this, Italians will tell you attack wins you games, defense wins trophies for you, and they've been doing that for years. But now it seems more like they are playing good football, and it's
they can score goals.
They score goals and still defend well, and it's a reflection of the Serie A this season. The Serie A last season they scored the most goals among Europe top leagues, and this season they'll be scoring. Well, you can't mention Serie A goals and not mention Atalanta. It's interesting now that we don't see Italy as a 1-0 team. And look at even the Spanish result a few days ago, scoring 6 against Germany. The new rules of football now allows many, many goals. But yesterday, and England, you mentioned Phil Foden a few minutes ago, is probably one of the best things Guardiola would do to have kept him at City. Remember after letting Sancho go, talks and everything. And I like that Foden has taken behind him the issue he had there. Same with Mason Greenwood when they got called up, bringing girls to the camp and everything. But now he is probably moved on from there, playing well for City, and he got 2 goals yesterday. You know, coming back after a controversy as a young boy, getting to the team and getting 2 goals. There is no better way to bring back your confidence than that. You can say it was Iceland. Remember, Iceland defeated this same English national team at the last Euro. So anybody, so long it's a competitive match, it's a very important game, and it got a break. So beautiful games yesterday, all around. It was difficult watching one. You have to be flipping through before you switch from one to another. You see the goal. So beautiful game. I think me personally, I'm enjoying the UEFA Nations League, especially the League A, because it's the League A that will lead to the finals.
Indeed.
The first question is why pay lots of money to get Messi in January when you can get him for free at the end of the season? They can decide to agree with him. He's a boss man now. In 6 months, he can decide to sign, and 6 months starts from January. So, but for Pep, they have no choice. Now that there are reports of PSG may sack Tuchel, Pep was in question. I think they just had to play the real card. But now, this is the huge challenge for them. They've been struggling a bit since the start of the season. But the question is, who is the better manager for them presently? I don't think there's anyone available that can fill that spot. So they have to keep what they have. Yes, defensively, they seem a bit better, especially since the signing of Ruben Diaz. But Man City's strength is scoring goals, and now the goals are not even coming. But it's still early days in the season. Now there are no international games until March next year. Everyone can settle down, find a way to move around it. But for Lionel Messi joining City, I think personally the best chance would have been last season. Next year, maybe in the summer, if he decides to join City, it will be 34. I don't think it's the best move for them, but in terms of brand, it will help the Man City brand. I think they'll have more fans. They'll sell more jerseys, but we know City, even Champions League night, sometimes their stadiums are not, it's not always full. But
with the coming of Messi,
marketable, definitely. If you get Messi today, believe me, many fans will get the deal. But I don't know, when Messi joins, will he wear the number 10? Will Kun Aguero drop the number 10 jersey?
Yes,
will
anything
they keep
can happen.
Aguero? And also, I hope he won't disrupt the balance in that team and the growth of maybe 1 or 2 players. But if Pep wants him, he'll probably be thinking of the options on how to play him. But let's see what happens if they'll sign him in January or wait till the summer. Well, I'm sure this is a great news for Leicester City, but before that, I think it's a great news for me. The fact that it is back. I missed watching him play football, but just that I don't want him to come back and play in the central defense. Let him slot into that meet. I remember, was it last season or so, when Paul Mason said the most important player for Leicester, people said, what of Jamie Vardy? He said it point blank, if Vardy doesn't play, one or two players may still get the goal, but when it is missing, you will know someone is missing. And his injury last season showed that was very, very correct. When he got injured, they just failed to keep clean sheet, losing some games. He got back, they kept a clean sheet. In the next game he started, he is a very, very key player for them. And there's no better way to come back against, like you rightly said, the depleted Liverpool, who have almost everybody either injured or tested positive for coronavirus. I think I'd love to see him in the back, even if he doesn't start that game. But let's watch him play. You know, it's good when you see player return from injury, and no better way to return than to get into a game and possibly win that game. Good news for Nigerian football lovers, at least. We know we can get to see Ndidi again. Good news for Brendan Rodgers, who now have his what they call German machine in terms of Ndidi. When he shields the back four, nothing goes beyond that. He's a brilliant player, and like people complain about him not going forward, he has also added that to his game. I remember their game against Arsenal last season. The 2 goals they scored, and they led the attack for those 2 goals. So he's definitely going to bring something different to the Leicester City team.